Hello, good early morning. This is Jason Faulkner, aka Shop Weasel. I'm just making this video to share some of my 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. thoughts. I got up out of sleep and just milling around, thinking, kicking ideals around, considering the efforts that I need to come up with to facilitate further interest and success in a wide array of needs and wants. So I figure I'd video it and share my open thoughts with you all. Seemed like something effortless I could do while I'm doing it anyway. I won't be in the video much in this. I might walk by briefly. Hello, good morning. Good early morning. 2:52. I might as well heat my coffee up if I have any, which I don't. I'll make a pot of coffee. Why not? Anyway, I was looking at some of my products and figuring out how to further impress upon any viewership of the greatness of my developed products, or even share some of my developed ideals with you all. At this point, unfortunately, I'm not offering comments on my YouTube videos. It's pretty much a moot option. Not many people make comments on my videos, and the few that do anymore are pretty much organized stalking. So I figure if you're a business person or an investor or even an influencer like me, and you really want to get with me, I don't hide my phone number. So if it's serious enough business, they know how to dial the phone. I sort of get frustrated leaving comments on the few people that do come out of the shadows and type snide remarks on their postings, on their comments that they leave on my videos. And then I waste my time in reply, and then, they're so deviant, they just delete my comment of interacting with them if they don't like it. And so I'm having to jostle back and forth, wasting my time with a bunch of sadists that are just playing games. So hey, there's a simple fix for that. Just not offer the comments. That satisfies me, seeing how I wasn't getting any benefit from other people commenting, the few that did on my channel. So I can live without that for now. If it ever becomes necessary, I guess I can turn them on again on any particular videos. That's cool. A lot of it is an orchestrated effort anyway by society schematic to mute or to limitate my efforts. So I'm not gonna go for that. Like Hall & Oates said, I can't go for that. No. Oh, it's just another long, boring rant. No, it's not. Uh, right now, I need to publicly offer my newly rethought out offer to the corporate world, uh, offering my Excel Elite R&D services for any product. Because, like with my Shop Weasel Salamander folding cart, I could facilitate affordable, simple refinements in that would make a average Chinese consumer open their wallet and buy my goods. They would see my product. They would experience my product, feel it, take it in, and sit there and say, you know, this is so different and unusual and handy and useful that I could see me buying this product. And an American product. And that's a rarity. If you can cross that invisible boundary to reach a consumer in a proud, independent country like China, and like America, Chinese prefer to buy Chinese products. That's national pride. But yet, confident in their own individual sensibilities to make those determinations. I offer that level, that next level of engineering potential in anything I focus on. I do that. It's just an autistic trait of mine. For anything I interface with, I want to look at it and say, what don't I like about this particular thing, and why, what's not feeling exactly right about it. It's just a gift I have, a valuable one. Anyway, that's my train of thought. Are my products worthy? Would the average Chinese person pick up any of my items and say, this is handy, it's original, it's unique, I want to buy it? I have to maintain that level of competence and want in anything that I'm trying to sell to better myself. And that's in my shopping bag holders, my folding universal cart, my new folding dolly, my Vice speed handle even. Yeah, all those attributes are in all of my products. My UFO Shiner Pro bait trap. It should be global by now. I would think it would. I mean, all these billions of sporting people that do love fishing or outdoors, even if you're not going to harm your bait or your specimens, people collect aquarium fish. I sort of don't hold with that, but I innovated the thing to facilitate it. I've had pet fish myself. I felt bad when I went shopping one day and learned that the electric went out, and I got back home and my 2 years effort in these particular fish were ruined. And every one of my fish except one died. I didn't like that. I felt cheated. So, but it's a big industry. I think in the cosmic karma of things that we don't understand, and I've actually thought of this a lot. Everything vies for attention. In other words, if a fish is a fish that's never interacted with, it's never known about, and everything knows that it exists. Everything, I think. And it asked itself, what am I? And how important am I in this existence? And even the deepest trench fish wants to be seen by something else, an interaction. And everything does. In our world, everything interacts with each other. And, you know, as far as back up the scale to the more higher level of existence, of intelligence, everything wants to interact with something else. A dog chases cats, cats chases mice, people have pets, whatever. We we plant trees. Trees give off shade, and everything has a usefulness. It's all conjoined, and people have pet fish, and people fish for food, and people just sport fish for something to do. And it's a great experience being out on the water or even on the shore of water and interacting with it. And I love it. I access it all. I eat fish. I love shrimp. I don't eat snails. I don't eat lobster or crabs. I don't like the texture of their meat. But shrimp, you fry shrimp up battered and put that delicious red sauce in it, and I can eat a platter of them. Or I used to be able to. I haven't been able to afford shrimp in a long time. Whatever. But I built a next level bait trap, and back to why I'm making this video though. Let's get to the full spectrum of this issue of me escaping this poverty pimp trap, this poverty pimpdom that has become an ease of maintenance for the overseers of society to easily rule everything with. They're like, it's easy to rule the poor, or the expecting, people that expect certain 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 forged forged benefits that we give them. And it is what it is. It's a drug culture, it's a corruption culture, whatever. But there are integrities still available and present throughout society, like the corporate world. If they start making bad products, they know they're not going to be around. They're going to slip in their rankings that they worked hard for. They like to stay competitive and with integrity. They have a certain level of integrity. Their politics aside, I don't know what the corporate politics is. Don't care. I know my talents as an R&D person. I love it. I am a great engineer. I am a visionary. I love what's better, or what could be better about anything. I like a better product for myself. I like a more usable, easier, interfaceable anything. Like this touchpad cursor. Love it. Or the touch screen. Love it. Or the fact that I can whop this over and turn it into a lot of people probably thought of all these attributes very well. And it's awesome stuff. Same with my Android phone. Awesome. But I'm offering in the corporate world to make myself more appealing, or even the private enterprise. Let's not say corporate. Let's say business world. In the business world, people research and develop their products and the next newness to their products routinely to keep that competitive edge. I'm offering that service to any product, anyone's product. I need to sell myself because I need to gain traction financially. noticeably, notoriety. I want notoriety. I need it. Because the more people know that I'm what I'm about, the more serious interest I get in everything else I'm doing. So I've got a certain professional level to maintain, especially as an engineer and as as what they call a hotshot engineer, or a competent engineer, or someone that's advanced. I have qualities and talents that aren't to be hidden but to be mentioned, because I have that potential. I can develop stuff, or I can take our stuff that's already there and redevelop it, or refine it to the next new level or more appealingness. And I do that repeatedly with a lot of stuff. And I'm willing to do that to anyone's stuff if they want to pay, or if they want me on their team, maybe a corporate company that has 1,000 products. They want their wild card guy within their infrastructure to just bounce stuff off of, as an addition to maybe their own independent R&D people that they've relied on for however long. It's good to have an outside component, or a new component, being me, what I'm offering, to take that odd, peculiar ability that I have, and at the least, get a consultation about a different view of what ifs and what could be's, and how I feel about things, and what I envision could be, or might want to be. That has a great potential benefit economically to any product. And that's what I'm offering also at this point. And I'm offering it on not only their products, but my products. If you find my products useful and possibly interesting to you, which they should be, I'm selling my consultation services with anything. My products, if it makes it more appealing to you, that I'm willing to spend X number of years loosely at anyone's beckoning or behest to consult with, I'm offering that availability too. It's only a matter of time. And I am looking for investors in all of my products, but I'm offering refinements that I can't afford to them also, that I might have already thought into them. And other stuff too, if you have competitors that build the same product as you, maybe I can think of a cost affordable way to make your product more appealing than the competition's. I play that game too. I use that game myself when I, as a consumer, try to buy stuff. I'm like, what am I looking at? What am I being offered that I can get that I like from brand A to brand B? And that has an appeal in of itself. A guy loaded with talented engineering ability and advanced ability, to where I know a lot about a lot. Electronics. I don't repair electronics. I just know a lot of overlapping, mergeable technologies that might be compatible with one another. So, like, hey, can we fit a Wi-Fi accessory to a coffee maker? would it make sense? Well, if you want to wake up one morning in bed and start your brew, and your smartphone's laying next to your table, your end table at your bed, do you want to walk all the way to the kitchen, or do you just want to open an app and push the green button, and you know your coffee maker is already prepped and loaded to churn out that golden necessity without you getting out of bed? That's just right off the top of my head because I'm making coffee myself, and those technologies are there. I've never heard of a Wi-Fi operated coffee maker aside from the Google wired house that'll turn the lights on and off and unlock and lock your door automatically and stuff like that. But, you know, maybe a coffee maker, you know, why not? You probably do it for 50 cents, a dollar if you're doing it in the product units of 100,000 or more. If you're a big corporation. Holidays here. If your coffee maker had a Wi-Fi option, could you sell them a million of them in the store for the holidays? Sure. How much would a million cost if you're a big corporation? Probably 50 cents. Redesign your products schematic and incorporate your wireless on-off switch for your coffee pot, and you can sell it for an app-driven operated coffee pot, whatever, or any product. But my own products also, like right now, my Shop Weasel Salamander Universal Folding Cart, it just has regular wires in it, but I would impress upon anybody that bought my product, met my terms, and acquired my product to mass produce. The first thing I would tell them is to get flat wire, circuit wire, and just with self-adhesive backing, and tape the lighting, circuits, the wiring as a flat tape throughout the cart. And that would look awesome. And it would function awesome. And it would be easily repairable and serviceable. And, you know, hold the wiring in such a low profile manner, you wouldn't have any problems with wiring, routing, and ease of production, you know, things like that, you know. Or just use regular round shielded wiring with indents molded into the cart frame that you could just snap the wire in behind a tab. Whatever, there's options there, but I myself, if I wanted the perfect cart, I would say, well, let's put circuit wiring throughout the cart because it would look so darn neat. You know, your clear printed wire runs for your LED lighting. That would be my first choice. The second would just simply have your injection molded frame, injection molded with wire run tabs that you could just snap the wire in and, you know, wire your cart up for lighting if you wanted to sell it with that option. If you're going to compete with an average household flashlight, which is a huge market, this cart could do that. Would people buy that cart just to leave it around, to push it around, to use it like a flashlight? You bet. You know, it's all a matter of educating them that, you know, if you need a light, you can grab a cart and push it to where you want it lighted, and you can take your hands off of it, and it's not going to move. It's not going to need someone to hold it up and point it where you want it. You can just angle your cart where you're at and where you want light and let it sit there and do its thing, and that frees you up completely. It's a great ideal. Of course, they have tripod lights. They got magnetic lights. They got headlamps that you can put on your head like a visor, whatever. That's just one feature in my cart. back to my bait trap. That is an awesome next level product that is adaptable and has a unique attribute to it, that it has replaceable bait heads on it, which is like a hobby thing. Hobby is usually synonymous with a fun activity. It wouldn't be a hobby if it wasn't fun and desirable for people to pursue it, a hobbyist attitude about it. But above that, it has a professionalism with it too, in the fact it catches bait fish or any desirable fish that you target specifically, and has that capability to be easily adaptable. But why are any fish that gets in my bait trap? Why is my bait trap different? One thing, when they do get into the main frame of the bait trap, it's rounded and it offers them a comfortable, calming swimmability within it in a tracked fashion. In other words, there's nothing there that they're going to have to swim back and forth or squarely and be frustrated by irregularity and irregular shape. My shape is a rounded comfort zone that once any bait fish swims down into and becomes trapped, they can naturally swim in a smooth circular motion comfortably. And that doesn't stress them out. Versus if it had square sides, or like the old torpedo traps, to where they're basically stuck swimming back and forth between the hollow tube or end to end. They have to be stressed by every leg that they're forced to stop and think, I can't swim left or right or up or down because there's obstacles all around me. But the difference between that every other bait trap out there and mine is like a bait holding tank. Bait holding tanks are round. The fish swim in a circular motion and it doesn't stress them out as much, or if any. And once they're in my trap, they have an unobstructed round area to get a comfortable natural event happening that they do. They can swim endlessly in a relaxed state without being stressed or banged against. If they misjudge a distance, they're going to damage themselves by scraping themselves against irregular corners, whatever, squareness, unusual shapes, where they get in the belly of my fish trap and they're offered a clear, unobtrusive circuit to naturally acquire a state of normalcy, that they have a swimming area that they can effortlessly act natural in. That's cool. And my bait trap has so many great things going for it. I'm surprised someone hasn't gobbled it up on the business level of things. And it's a high pressure environment. I mean, the higher ups that have engineered our new society to be just like the old society. It's like that old saying, the new boss is same as the old boss. But what do we know? We don't know how the bosses were way back then, except we do. And I think it's not much different, because it's the same ruling schematic with the little changes. We have modernism and all that, but believe me, by me interacting with the high level of effort that I've given, and to have such dismal returns, I just know it's the people way up the echelons that control everything so finitely that it's just a matter, it's like computers. Until you give this machine a cube, it's not going to do nothing. Until you put your finger on it and swirl it around, the screen won't come on. Or until you close the lid, it won't go off. And now it's sitting there until you're ready to use it. Well, these people are the same way, you know. There really isn't no free thinkers. Everybody's acting off a cue in one way or another, no matter how high up the level you are. You know, you'll be out of your comfort level even if you try to make a decision without your psychological, triggers. So, you know, they don't want to share, that's for sure. They like ruling with an iron fist. And I'm not going to put my fist up at them because that's truly a wasted effort. You know, I got to put my mind up in front of them and a willingness, a safe, friendly, affront. And that's how I try to live. And that's what I'm about. You know, I spend a lot of my time developing stuff, trying to be professional, educating myself a lot, especially with my smartphone. And I'm just constantly re-engineering my own efforts and myself to make things fit and work toward what I want to do. And at this point, really, I want to do quite a bit. And as my videos say, but I have these great products that I've developed, and I'm not looking for everybody to say, hey, you've got a great product, even though we're never going to look at it or use it. But we know that you like hearing that, so we're going to say it to you to placate you. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for anyone's affirmation on anything I do, except the effect that I'm driving at to get that person or persons or corporation or organization, conglomeration, whatever, investor, just a smart, savvy individual that has been successful and has acquired a great wealth. I'm trying to convince that level and arena to accept me and my products and to fund me, buy me out, whatever, work me on their products even, whatever. I'm willing to do that. I'm not going to do it for free because I'm not a chit-driven person, I like cash. I'm like the corporate world. I'm looking at the bottom line and what my numbers are, what my worth is, my value, my wealth. That's what drives me, the numbers. And I don't do chit, coin, Shark Tank. I'm not Hollywood driven. I'm not following the popularist trend setting thing, even though I'm a trendsetter, I gotta admit. But I'm looking for compatibility and desire. I want the people out there to desire my products or my talents. So here's another video, a long-winded video, but it's not a rant, it's just pure information. So again, I have my shopping bag holders, my folding dolly, my universal cart, excellent shopping cart, competitive to any shopping cart, sporting cart with the rod holders. It's the first cart with clamping sides, lighted, lightweight, rugged enough to airdrop. Long-lived. It's very appealing looking, serviceable. You can sell parts for it. Whatever. My UFO Shiner probe, awesome ideology in that. And my shopping bag holders, my speed vise handle, and any other thing I've ever endeavored to try to engineer, my bird feeders, my water fountain, my bird water fountain, or just my artistic chi fountain. It was such an original, calming thing to play with. The design of my water fountains. I don't even think I have a video of them on there, but I've made all sorts of stuff. Oh, my work barrels, I use them every day too. Or any other developments, if you got a product that you want to redevelop or refine, I'm offering that service. And I work hard and tireless, especially when I'm motivated. And there it is. I am looking for a corporate interest in any of my stuff too. At this point, I would like to unload all of this stuff and put it on someone else's shoulders. And I'd be willing to do that with a certain amount of cash up front and a small percentage of the bottom line profits off their efforts of commercially mass producing and selling any of this stuff. A small amount, like 10%. And I would take it in annuities, quarterly annuities. And I'm willing to work toward anyone else's product also, I have a good talent at that. And if not as the main driving force, just as a side consulting effort. The guy to nudge, opinion and ideals, even the slightest, which could mean millions of profit. Jason Faulkner, aka Shop Weasel. I'm going to get this long-winded thing uploaded. I'm going to get me some coffee. I hope you all have a good day tomorrow. Bye.